In this video, I will show you how to send conditional WhatsApp messages automatically. So whenever a certain condition is met, we will automatically send a WhatsApp message to the customer. So assume that I have provided A, B and C option to my customers, and whatever the options they are selecting, based on that option, I am going to send the WhatsApp messages. Okay, so let me explain you with an example. Here you can notice I have created this travel inquiry form where I'm collecting the basic details like the name, email, WhatsApp number and which place they would like to travel. Okay, so if the customer is going to select this Kerala, I want that the Kerala brochure should get sent on his WhatsApp number. If he is selecting Manali, then the Manali brochure should be sent automatically, and if he is selecting this Northeast option, the brochure of Northeast should be sent automatically. And how I am going to automate this process, how I am going to send these conditional messages on WhatsApp of the customer. Okay, so for sending the WhatsApp messages, I am going to use this Interact application, and to automate this whole process, I'll have to build an integration in this Google Forms and Interact, and I am going to integrate these two with the Pabbly Connect. Well, it is an amazing integration and automation software via which you can easily connect to multiple applications and automate your task. And here you can notice I'm an existing user, so I am already logged in. You can also create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from the sign up free button. And in the free account, you will also get free tasks to test this automation. Now, once you will reach to the dashboard, click on this blue button that is create workflow and provide any random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I'm going to provide the name something like send conditional WhatsApp messages to customers. Okay, I'm providing this particular name. Simply click on create and then you will notice 2 boxes in front of you. Okay, so these are actually trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So whenever this happens, then automatically do this. Understand with an example also. Let's say whenever a sale happen in a payment gateway application, then automatically send an email via Gmail application to your customer. Okay, and according to our use case, whenever any new response is received in Google Forms application, then automatically send the WhatsApp messages via Interact application. Okay, so I have selected both the applications in this trigger and the action window. Now the idea here is I am going to connect these 2 applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so firstly I will select the trigger event, that is new response is received, because I want that whenever a new response is received in my Google Forms, this automation should trigger, or we can say the Pabbly Connect should capture the response details. Okay, for that I'll have to build a connection. Okay, so how I am going to build this connection? Here you can notice it has provided me a webhook URL and few set of instructions. Okay, so firstly you'll have to read these instructions carefully and then copy this webhook URL, go back to your Google Forms, open the spreadsheet that is associated with this form, and in this spreadsheet only we are going to paste the same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect has provided us. Okay, let me maximize it so that you can see the data very clearly. Okay, I'll change it to 125%. I hope the data is visible to you. Okay, so before I paste this webhook URL inside my spreadsheet, firstly I am going to make a dummy submission in this form. Okay, so I have previewed this form, that is travel inquiry form, and then I am going to provide some dummy details. Okay, so assume that the name of the person is dummy user, the email address is demo@pabblytudes.com, asking for the phone number. Okay, so currently I will provide a dummy phone number in front of you, but don't worry, I will replace this number with my genuine WhatsApp number so that I can show you how the messages will get sent to the customers on their WhatsApp number automatically. And here currently I am selecting Kerala as the place to travel. Okay, and number of people going to travel is 2, number of days you are planning to travel is, let's say, 5. Okay, finally I am going to submit this form, and firstly the details will be added into my spreadsheet, and now finally I am going to copy this webhook URL, go back to my spreadsheet, clicking on extension, clicking on add-ons, clicking on get add-ons, and here exactly I will search for the Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on. Okay, so let me search for the same, that is Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on. and here you will notice that this add-on is already installed into my account. Okay, but make sure whenever you build this connection for the first time, you will always have to firstly install this add-on. After that, you can open this add-on from this section. Okay, click on this extension once again, and here exactly you will find this add-on. Click on initial setup, and here exactly we will paste the same webhook URL which Pabbly Connect has provided us. Okay, so let me first delete the existing details, and now I will be pasting the same webhook URL, and now it is asking for the trigger column. Okay, so firstly we will read the instructions that the trigger column will be your final data column, on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. Okay, so basically it is asking to specify a column name on the filling of which the data should be sent to Pabbly Connect, or we can say this automation will trigger. Okay, so whenever a new form response is received, the data will be added up to which particular column? Basically up to this G column. Okay, and this is the last data entry column of this spreadsheet, so that is why I will add G as the trigger column. And now I am going to click on send test button, and here you will see as soon as I have clicked on send, the response is received in Pabbly Connect, and it is the same response which we have provided at the time of form submission, which we have collected into our spreadsheet. Okay, I have clicked on submit button, the setup is configured successfully. Clicking on close, coming back to Pabbly Connect, and let me first to show you the details one by one. Okay, so here you can notice we have the same name, the same email address, the same option, the same phone number, the same trigger column, and we have other details also. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between our Google Forms and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time someone is going to submit this form, this particular form, that is travel inquiry form, the details will be collected via Pabbly Connect automatically and instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture the new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. But for that, you will have to enable one more very important settings, that is send on event. Okay, so if you will enable this option, this will ensure that whenever a new data is arriving in this spreadsheet, it will automatically send to Pabbly Connect. And another very important thing is, whenever you are connecting either Google Forms or Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, make sure either you work into the incognito window or multiple Gmail accounts should not be logged in at the same time. I am repeating, either you should work into the incognito window or multiple Gmail accounts should not be logged in at the same time. So the first step of our automation is done. Now moving further, I'm going to set the conditions. Okay, what kind of condition? That whenever the customer is selecting this Kerala option, what should be the another step? Whenever the customer is selecting Manali option, how it is going to send the brochure for Manali, and whenever the customer is selecting Northeast option, how the brochure of Northeast will get sent. Okay, for that I'll have to click on this plus icon, and in order to build these three conditions, I'll have to add this router step, and within this router step, under this router step, we will connect our Interact application. Okay, in this particular case, I am going to delete this Interact application for now, and I will show you how we will connect this Interact application within our routers. Okay, and let me tell you, router is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect via which you can define several conditions within your automations, within your workflow, and you can add as many as router steps as you want. So the idea here is we will define three conditions, one for Kerala, second one is for the Manali, and the last one for the Northeast in this router steps. Okay, so before I set up any of the condition, firstly I am going to rename all these steps. Okay, so firstly I will select if the response is equals to Kerala, then the first step should be executed. Okay, so what should be the first step? Okay, so before I rename further steps, let me first set the filter and action step in this Kerala, basically for this Kerala. Okay, so here you can notice it is asking to define the condition in this filter, and in this select label you will notice all the responses of Google Forms is showing. Okay, so I just need to select the option of that Kerala, that is which place you would like to travel. travel. Okay, so I have selected this option, and whenever this option is actually equal to Kerala, then this step should be executed, and when I'll click on this button, you will notice that this condition is going to be true. Why the condition is true? Because currently the customer has actually selected the same option, that is Kerala. Okay, in case our customer will select to Manali here, our condition will false here only, and this step will not be executed. Our automation will go to the next step. It is going to check the next step. Okay, and if it will find that the condition is true for the Manali in the second step, then it is going to execute the second step. Okay, so let me first set up this scenario for the Kerala. Okay, whenever the customer is selecting the Kerala, our condition will be true, and if the condition is true, what should be the next step? Okay, so basically it should send a WhatsApp message to the customer along with the Kerala brochure. And as I have told you initially, we are going to use this Interact application for sending the WhatsApp messages, so that is why I have selected the same, selecting the action event as send WhatsApp template message, clicking on connect, clicking on add a new connection, and for the connection it is asking for the secret key. Okay, so basically just like we have built a connection in between our Google Forms and Pabbly Connect, now we are building the connection in Interact and Pabbly Connect, for which it is asking for the secret key. So simply click on this hyperlink and it will take you to that specific place where the secret key is provided. Alright, so here you can see under this developer setting we have the secret key which I have copied successfully. Let me paste the same, clicking on save, and this is how my Interact application will be connected with the Pabbly Connect. Let me show you this, and here you can see it is connected. Okay, now it is asking for the country code, the phone number, the full phone number, the template code name, and several other details. Now why it is asking the phone number at two different places? Okay, so before I explain you this, firstly I will show you this note, that is it is mandatory to give a value for either full phone number or for both phone number and country code. Okay, so basically it depends on that what kind of phone number you have. If you have the full phone number, and here full phone number means phone number along with the country code. Okay, so if you have full phone number, you can provide the phone number in this specific field, and if you have only the phone number, if you do not have country code, in that case you can provide the phone number separately here, and then we will provide the country code separately here. Okay, so currently in our scenario, remember we have captured the phone number along with the country code. Remember at the time of form submission I have provided the country code. Okay, I'll have to check, and here you can notice we have the country code as well. Okay, so that is why I will provide the phone number in this specific field. Okay, now from where I'm going to provide this number, basically I want to send a reply to my customer who has just submitted the form. So of course I will add the number of customer only. From where? From the response of Google Forms. Yes, it is very interesting. We can easily map the above step data here into our Interact application, that is from this drop down. Here you can notice it is the same data. Okay, let me map the phone number. Okay, again currently I am mapping this dummy phone number only in front of you, but don't worry, I will replace this number with my genuine WhatsApp number when I am about to send the WhatsApp messages, asking for that template code name. Okay, so before we copy the template code, firstly I will show you what are these templates. Okay, so this is our Interact application. Once you will create your account in Interact, for sending the WhatsApp messages you will always have to create a new template. Okay, yes, whenever you want to initiate the conversation with your customers, you will always have to create a template, submit it for the approval, and once your template is approved, then only you can initiate the conversations with your customer. Okay, so basically you'll have to provide the template name, the category, the language, and several other details. I'll explain you everything in detail. And here firstly let me show you in this active section, you will notice that I have created so many templates already, and all of them are approved. Basically few of them are approved. Okay, so if I will show you this status, here we have three status: approved, pending, and rejected. Okay, so whatever the templates marked with the green color are actually the approved one, whatever the templates are marked with the red color are actually the rejected one, and if the template marked with the yellow color, that means it is the pending one. Okay, so these are the various templates which I have created by myself in order to send the WhatsApp messages. And currently for sending the brochures, let me show you which particular template I have created. Okay, so I remember the name of that template is general brochure. Okay, something like that. Okay, here you can notice general brochure template. Okay, and I have already got the approval of this template, so that is why this template is ready to use. Okay, so from where you can get the code of the template? From the URL. Okay, so let me copy the same and make sure that you do not include the starting and the ending slash. Coming back to my Pabbly Connect, and let me paste the same. Now going back to Interact application, and let me show you how you can create this template. Okay, so firstly it will ask you the name of the template, then the category, then the language, and then it is going to ask you the header. Well, again, it is completely optional, so it is up to you whether you would like to attach any header along with your message or not. Okay, in my case here you can notice I have attached my brochure along with my message. Okay, so I have selected the same, that is, okay, let me show you, that is document. Okay, in case you want to attach any video, any image, any text along with your message, you can select the same. Moving further, let me show you the body. Okay, so from here exactly you can compose your message, and here you can notice these numbers packed with the curly braces. Okay, so whatever the details I want to keep on changing automatically, I have specifically added those details in the form of variable, and you can add as many as variables as you want. From where, well, currently I am into the view mode, so that is why I am not able to show you those editing option. Okay, but if you will edit this template, if you will create this template, you will find all the options here exactly below this box. Along with the adding variable button, you will also find some formatting options. Okay, so let me show you this message, hello, and I want that the name of the form submitter, name of the customer should be here, should be come here automatically. Thank you for your inquiry. One of our team member will contact you shortly. Meanwhile, you can check our dash brochure. Okay, so I want that the name of the brochure should appear here automatically, which we have attached with the message where you can send all the details. Okay, I think I have skipped one detail here, that is you can send. Okay, so make sure whenever you create a template, you always write the message correctly. Okay, for more details you can visit our website. Thank you. Okay, so here you can notice I have added 4 variables in total. Let me show you other details. So here you can notice the footer and buttons options are also provided via Interact, but those are optional, and I have not included any footer and button along with my message. And finally, once the template is created, you can submit it for the approval, and here you can notice my template is already approved. Okay, and let me tell you one more very important thing, that is whenever you submit it for the approval, make sure that you do not forget to provide the samples. What are samples? It is just a dummy content, just a sample content which you are telling the system that what values will appear in place of these variables. Okay, it is as simple as that. Okay, let me close it, and I have already copied this code name. Let me come back to my Pabbly Connect dashboard. I can also close this particular landing page, and here we are asking, it is asking language code. Okay, so remember we have selected the language as EN. Okay, so the code for English is going to be EN. Here you can notice it is clearly written that English is EN, and for English US it is going to be EN and US. Okay, so let me copy, let me add the code for English, asking for the header value. Remember we have provided, we have added document along with my header. Okay, so basically I want that the brochure should be attached. Now from where I'm going to add this link, here you can notice into my notepad I have already prepared 3 brochure, one for Kerala, another is for Manali, and last one is for the Northeast. Okay, at least let me show you one brochure that which I am actually planning to send. Okay, well, this is the brochure of Kerala. Alright, so this is my amazing brochure which I would like to send, and I am going to copy the link of this brochure, coming back to my Pabbly Connect dashboard, and in this header value I am going to paste the same. Okay, and whatever the details I am going to provide in these fields manually, these details will remain same, and if I will map anything, if I will map any detail from the previous step, these details will be replaced automatically. Okay, so this is the difference in between providing the value via mapping and providing the value via manually. Okay, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation, and this is how, with the help of mapping only, this automation is going to take place. Now the most interesting part is body variable values. Okay, so from here exactly we are going to provide the values to our variables. Okay, so you just need to provide the value separated by a comma. Okay, so here currently we have 4 variables in total, and in place of first variable I want that the name of the customer should appear. Okay, so again I'm going to map the name of the person, which was dummy user. Now for the second variable I will add a comma, and then I am going to provide the value to the second variable, which is going to be the name of the place. Okay, so again I will search for the name of the place, which was Kerala. Whatever the customer is going to choose here, whatever the customer is going to select here, that detail, that place will added here automatically. Let me again put a comma, and here I will map the value of the, okay, let me show you. Well, you can visit our website, so you can add any random website. Okay, basically you can add your website. Currently I will add a random website in front of you, that is www then .pabbly.com. okay, and lastly again I will add a comma and provide the value to my last variable, which is going to be the name of the company. Okay, so this is something which is not going to change. So how about I directly add it? I manually add it. Okay, ABC Tour and Traveling Agency. Okay, alright, so I have successfully provided the values to all my variables, asking for that dynamic URL and CTA button. So as I have told you that I have not included any dynamic button and URL, so I am going to leave these 2 fields blank. But before I click on this save and send test request button, firstly I am going to delete this existing message so that I can show you how the messages will be arrived, and secondly I am going to replace this dummy number with my WhatsApp number, with my genuine WhatsApp number, so that I can show you how the messages will be arrived if I have selected Kerala as a brochure. Okay, so let me add the same. Alright, so I have provided my number, clicking on this button save and send test request, waiting for the response to received. Here you can see the response is received, which is a positive response. Let me go back to my WhatsApp number, and here you can notice the message is already attached and the document is also attached here. Hello dummy user, thank you for your inquiry. One of our team member will contact you shortly. Meanwhile, you can check our Kerala brochure which we have attached with this message, where you can check all the details. For more details you can visit our website. Thank you ABC Tour and Traveling Agency. And if I will download this brochure from here, you will see that it is the same brochure. Okay, let me download it. Well, the link is actually not into the PDF format. Okay, so I'll have to check what exactly I have done. Okay, so I think I have mapped, I have added the view link, but I had to add this sharing link. Okay, so let me go back to my Pabbly Connect dashboard and let me replace this link. Here you can notice this is the view link. Okay, so basically I'll have to add that link which is actually shareable with everyone. Okay, clicking on this button once again, and this time you will notice our brochure will be downloadable. Okay, let me close it and let me wait for that message to arrive. Alright, so here you can notice one more message is arrived, and in the previous message this particular brochure was not actually downloadable, and currently we can easily download this brochure, and you will see, you will notice that this is the same brochure which I have shown you. This is the Kerala brochure. Okay, let me download the same and open in front of you. And did you see that it is the same brochure? Okay, so this is how, as soon as now onward the customer is going to select Kerala as the option, this particular message will be sent automatically, and the brochure name and the brochure will be attached automatically. Alright, so the first scenario, the first condition is done. Let me click on save, and now moving further, I will set the rest of the 2 condition as well, one for the Manali and another one for the northeast. Okay, but instead of doing everything from the scratch, I have one more very interesting option. Okay, so did you notice this 3 dot? Simply click on these 3 dots and click on this clone button, and this is how the whole first step will be cloned here automatically. Okay, so I just need to replace few details. Now I do not have to do anything from the scratch, and I'm going to clone this step one more time because I want to apply 2 more condition. Okay, so I have added both the steps. Let me delete this router 2 and router 3 first. Okay, I'm deleting the same. Alright, so I have deleted the rest of the 2 fields, and now before I set any filter and action step, firstly I am going to rename these 2 steps. Okay, so let me remove everything. That is, if the response is equals to, and here in place of Kerala I will add Manali, clicking on update, and it is renamed successfully. And again I am going to rename the last step also, and again I will remove this extra stuff, and here I will add northeast. Okay, so I have successfully renamed all 3 steps, clicking on update, and now I am going to set the condition. Okay, so simply click on this particular button, and here you can notice both the steps are already added. Okay, I just need to replace few values. Okay, in my case, in this particular case, instead of Kerala I will add Manali, and then I'll directly click on this button, but this time the condition will be false. Why the condition is false? Because on the response, currently on the response which we are working, basically the customer has selected Kerala as the option, so that is why this condition is false. Okay, but we are setting up this automation for which particular case? Whenever the customer is going to select the value as Manali. Okay, so when he will choose Manali as the option, our condition is going to be false. And if the condition is false, what should be the next step? Basically it should send a brochure of Manali. So that is why in place of Manali, in place of Kerala brochure, here I will paste the link of my Manali brochure from my notepad. Okay, so let me copy the same, and let me again show you this brochure first. Alright, so here you can notice this brochure is for Manali. Coming back here, I am going to paste the same here. Asking for other details, well, it is going to be the same. The name of the customer will same, and here the place will be added automatically, and here the link of the website and this company name will of course going to be the same. Position and this button and dynamic URL will be blank. Again I am going to click on this button, and you will see again we will receive one more message on my WhatsApp number. And you must be thinking that why I will receive a WhatsApp message, because currently in this particular case our condition was false, and if the condition is false, the messages should not get sent. So whenever you are setting up the router steps at the first time, in the first time only, doesn't matter your condition is true or false, your messages will get sent for sure. But when this automation will work in real time, don't worry about that, your automation will work perfectly fine. Okay, believe me. Let me show you the message first. Okay, so I have received one more message, and this time we have received the brochure. Okay, again this brochure is now not downloadable. I'll have to check whether I have added the correct link or not. Okay, so this is the link. Let me replace the same once again. Alright, so I have clicked on that button once again and waiting for the message to be arrived. So the message is arrived. Let us check whether the brochure is downloadable or not. Alright, well, I think there is some issue in my file. I'll have to check it. Okay, don't worry, I'll check it later. Okay, but don't worry about that. If you will add the correct link, you will of course able to send the messages. Okay, so there is no problem in our automation. The problem is in this brochure link. Okay, so make sure that you provide the value. Okay, I think there is a problem in this sharing option. Okay, I think this particular brochure is not actually shareable with everyone, so that is why it is showing me this particular error. Don't worry about that. Let us move further and set the automation for the third step. Okay, so again I am going to save this, then I will close it, and further I will set the automation. I will set the conditions for this northeast. Okay, so clicking on this set filter and action step, and again you can notice both of the steps are already added. I just need to replace the value. So for the northeast I will replace this value. And let me tell you very important thing, whenever you are setting up the condition or whenever you are writing anything, make sure that you write the exact values which you have provided as a option in your forms. Otherwise the error will occur. Otherwise the error may occur. Even your condition is true, but if you have added the incorrect spelling, your condition is going to be false and you will face issues. Okay, so let me click on the send test button, save and send test request button, and again the condition is false because remember the response which we have received was actually Kerala. Okay, moving further, when the condition is going to be true for the northeast, it should send the brochure for the northeast. Okay, so let me replace these values, and here I will replace this particular brochure with my northeast brochure. Okay, so let me first to show you this brochure and then I'm going to add the same here. Okay, alright, so here you can notice this is the brochure of northeast, and let me even check whether the permission of this specific file is anyone with the link or not. And yet yes, it is the same. Let me copy the link and let me check the same link here, and yes, it is the same link. Coming back to my Pabbly Connect dashboard, let me paste the same, and then finally I'll be clicking on this button once again, and this time I am really expecting that this brochure, the northeast brochure, should be sent automatically. And as I have told you, at the first time, the messages will be sent always. Okay, doesn't matter whether your condition is true or whether your condition is false. Okay, let me wait for the message to be arrived, and the message is arrived. Okay, one more message is arrived. Hello dummy user, thank you for the inquiry. One of our team member will contact you shortly. Meanwhile, you can check our Kerala brochure which we have attached with this message, where you can check all the details. For more details you can visit our website, and thank you ABC Tour and Traveling Agency. Okay, again my brochure is not actually downloadable, so let me first check why this error is coming, and then I'll come back to you. And let me tell you one more important thing. You must be thinking that I am setting up this automation for the northeast. Okay, I am setting up this condition for the northeast, but my message consists of this Kerala value. Why? Because remember we have mapped the value in our message. Okay, and currently the value which is mapped is Kerala. Okay, here you can notice. Don't worry, I will show you how this automation will work in real time. I will show you how it is going to execute. Don't worry about that, but let me wait. Okay, but let me check why my brochure is not getting sent. Well, the issue was in the link. I have simply copied and pasted the same link again and have changed the permission, and here you can notice I have received one more message. Let me show you that this is the brochure of northeast. Okay, fingers crossed, and I'm really expecting that this brochure should be correct. And yes, here you can notice it is the same brochure. Okay, so this is how now onwards, every time someone is going to submit a form based on the conditions, you can send WhatsApp messages to your customers. Yes, whenever a certain condition is met, our WhatsApp messages will get sent automatically to our customers. Okay, and to automate this process, you need to create this automation inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that, you can sit back and relax, and Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. And let me tell you, if you want to send these conditional messages, these conditional emails via Gmail also, that is also possible. I have created the same automation video on my Pabbly channel. You can visit that video as well. Okay, and just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my automation into the description box. You just need to click on this link and sign up into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access this workflow, this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.